Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to NFT Art Talk Live, the news and hot topics portion of the show. We want to welcome you in every morning with us so that one, we can say good morning and wish you a great day, and two, we talk about news, hot topics, what's happening in crypto, art, music, fashion, all of that, but from more of a high-level industry update as well as some of the headlines that caught our eye this morning. This is a quick hit episode, to be honest, guys. It doesn't take very long, but we appreciate you being here with us today. And I think we should just go ahead and dive in because that's what we do. And then at the end of the show, we'll tell you a little bit more about some exciting stuff that we have going on this week. So, without further ado, my name is Moshe, aka DJ Fetus, and this is my homie Karthik NFT in all the places. What's good, dude? How you doing today, man?
Doing real good, man. Actually woke up this morning, was in a creative mode, started making a music video art piece from a interaction I had yesterday. So I was feeling real good when I'm kind of just in that mode right when I wake up. That's why I'm sorry I'm a little bit late to the episode, but when the creative energies flow, man, you can't always just get in front of it. You got to kind of have a stopping point of completion.
Dude, I want to share some fun stories too for people, so hopefully they also have a creative moment. But today was my son's last day of school before summer, and all the memories flash back for me last day of school. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I'm going to be talking about this all day because it was just like, that was like the best day. You know what I mean?
Right,
So it's
yeah.
like, we're about to, like, when I pick him up, it's about to get live today. You know what I mean? This is Crunk Day. Last day of
Live and
school.
full of,
Last
yeah,
day of
full.
school, fool.
Whole summer to act all crazy at the house.
I know, right? Right.
At least that's what I remember, man. You just getting off school and just be like, damn, get to like stay up late, wake up late, do whatever. So
Don't
I
worry,
don't know. I
dude.
feel you, bro.
The whole community here at NFT Art Talk is going to feel summertime when my kid's like running in the background now during episodes, and I'm like having to mute myself real fast. But anyways, we'll leave that for you guys to get excited about. He's pretty adorable. Let's dive into some news. There's crazy stuff happening. Thanks for checking in there. Good morning to everyone. All right, so let's do this. I
Let's
mean,
get
it's
into
all
it,
over the
man.
place. It's all over the world. It's happening, guys. It's happening. The crypto crash. Yeah, I mean, Karthik, kick us off, man.
Yeah, man. So you're just kind of seeing decreases down and everything, pretty much. Bitcoin under 30K, Ethereum under 2K, BNB 271, XRP around 38 cents. The big thing was, I guess, Terra Luna crashed all crazy, and then that brought down like that amount real fast, and they're kind of just showing examples like what happens in these bear markets with these altcoins. It's very interesting, man. I have a couple ideas on what's going on here. One, obviously, people are just saying we're in a bear market, and that's just hard to wrap around a bear market. Number two, there's an interesting thing I heard in the spaces. Actually, when you start staking, right, that allows people to do leverage off of it. So if you're familiar with like options and puts, people who kind of like loan out their shares and all that, and have it in a pool like that, are able to create those options and premiums off of those to trade it, which is kind of just like you're borrowing the shares, or you're coming with a contract that says it's going to hit this price at a certain date. So anyways, when that's happening, it's also kind of manipulating the price of these cryptocurrencies as well, because now you're loaning out those cryptocurrencies for people to kind of leverage off of them, and then the people who actually own it try to make some money off of that are the ones creating the transactions. Number three, what I really think is happening is that you had this NFTs go up real crazy, and that's part of like an altcoin type of cycle because it's brand new. But honestly, man, you see a lot of these pump and dump projects in NFTs. I wouldn't be too far fetched to say some of this crashing is occurring because of that, to wipe out some of these projects that are not, having any game plan or anything like that. Because if you are a crypto whale and you're seeing all this happen, and people are coming out with illegitimate projects and it's hurting the space, you're going to want to try to do something to legitimize it. During a bear market, a lot of these projects go to zero. So those are a couple of my thoughts on what's kind of happening right now.
Yeah, I mean, I am interested to see how NFTs respond. I think there's a lot of historical trending in this. Karthik and I are not financial advisors. We just are noticing the correlations from our own perspective, um, and with our own experience. But yeah, I think a lot of people have been kind of expecting this for a while. I mean, I saw last night Ethereum go down to like almost 1,500. And I mean, this 28,000, I think there's been a lot of people talking about this as like a very key point for the whole market. Um, kind of that range right there, and seeing how the coin works within here. I mean, this is a really interesting point. I mean, XRP is at 37 cents right now. So, and they're, these are like your big, these are the top coins. You know what I mean?
And pretty
And
much
it's
everything
just
is following
interesting.
Bitcoin.
Yeah,
Also,
everything
like,
is, and it's
pretty much.
interesting to see it. To see these stories coming out right now and what's coming out. Like someone I was talking to, who only like, I mean, they understand crypto, but not they're definitely learning and from a different perspective. I don't know that they're invested in it, right? But talking about how like, oh, I heard this stable coin dropped below $1, and that's supposed to be, and it's just like you start hearing all of these stories of like that people are just picking up. So it's interesting to see how the market responds. We just wanted to
Al-
make sure we talked about it a little bit here.
Also, you tend to see the crypto markets follow the stock market and things like that. I know people say sometimes it's directly correlated in Nasdaq, but in general, so if the stock market's falling, these cryptocurrencies are falling too. I think that's because there's artificial intelligence bots trading both markets, honestly. So you're gonna always have that kind of parallel channel happening.
Yeah, and I think you're gonna exactly, and Kartik and I are doing the best to educate ourselves. We're trying to share the knowledge that we have with you guys, but we want you to make your own opinions. We want you to do your own research, and we don't want you to consider us financial advisors. We're artists. And on that note, we're going to talk about a couple of new collections coming out and then dive into some NFT music. We just saw this. It looked kind of cool. I saw some cool art. It looks like mostly PFP projects. These are just ones that look like they're being listed here on CoinMarketCap. I don't know how you get it, but it's nice because it's a mix of Ethereum, Polygon, and Solana. I don't know how you'll get listed here, to be honest, but some interesting collections here. I really liked this one personally when I was looking at it. But, links are in the description below. If you see anything you like, you can always go click on those. We just want to show you some places to do some research. That's kind of our goal, showing you some of these new collections, because they also have data about it. I thought to myself, oh, let me research some NFT music stuff on CoinMarketCap, because this is like one of the big media outlets for tracking crypto in general, not just NFTs. I thought it was interesting that I could only find 4 collections in their music category, and they're all Solana, and none of them have done any volume in the last week. I mean, all time they've done some decent volume, but just thought that was interesting. I don't know. Looks like their data partners are Rarity Sniper, Binance, and SoulSea.
SoulSea. Yeah, and then I know I have some stuff on SoulSea, but I believe Magic Eden's one of the bigger places on Solana also. So
yeah,
it's probably where they're taking the data from, honestly.
Oh no, that's definitely the case, but
Yeah.
do better. And but I just thought that was interesting. I just wanted to say that. But also we thought that would be a nice little transition for any musicians or any artist watching the show today. Don't forget that you can put your work on so many blockchains and find yourself in so many different situations. That was also the intention of this. It's not just one blockchain. Okay, let's talk about some NFT music.
Yeah, so I came across this article this morning. NFT platform for ticketing music announces token launch on Bittrex global IEO platform starting block. The music industry is what some consider a mess with scalpers, fraudulent tickets circling around. Fortunately, NFTs may be something that could help this. Many know NFTs for their original take on art. However, their utility is much more significant with the use case such as event ticketing. The current market for live event ticketing is estimated to be worth about 72 billion. Is projected to reach 95 billion by 2026. Fortunately, despite significant growth, the ticket has no evolved past the barcode. So basically, yeah, this firm has been in, I guess, NFTs for a while. They had a they had a concept platform called Yellow Heart Protocol, which was making the transition in the way the world approaches ticketing in reality. The Yellow Heart Protocol has emerged as a major player in the music space, providing NFT platform complete with Polygon powered tickets. So they're using the Polygon crypto chain to like help ticketing, and they've kind of worked with other artists on here. I know they stated, I think Kings of Leon, Maroon 5, the Beatles. So they have kind of connections in that. And I think they also did stuff with MGM Resorts, as I'm reading kind of in this. And so I kind of want to just bring some attention. I've worked in music promotion for like a long time, and I worked for a big company. So the ticketing was always like a big problem of like, how do you know like scalpers are not buying it, or how do you know that that company is not buying it and third party selling it? So what they're trying to aim with this NFT is basically, because you have it on the blockchain, you could kind of tie back every sale to a digital receipt. So the enabling of this seems like a thing that needs to happen in the music industry. But one thing I always say with this too, it's like, well, the person who's distributing the NFTs, they could just hold back certain amounts as like promoter holds, and hopefully that becomes the artist that actually does that, right? But you have promoters, managers, agents, all these people kind of dipping into that. So how they distribute the NFTs, yeah, it's going to work from a blockchain perspective, but if I'm withholding like, 2,000 of the 10,000 tickets and then I'm selling it on some other like crypto format and some other wallet, there's going to be discrepancies and all that. Also, that's why you always see some of these chains also trying to work with centralized or decentralized cryptocurrency networks, and that kind of depends on what their motive is.
Yeah, I mean, it's to me, it's like like the primary ticketing where you're dealing with the artist. There's so many options and solutions there. And then you also start to look at the secondary market, and that's where NFTs get really interesting because you can write into these smart contracts when they're minted that like, the artist get because like, secondary ticketing is like a big thing in the music industry, like being sold by scalpers. That's been a thing forever, and so this environment offers, like you said, it's a new thing. I could hold it in my wallet and then I could go sell the ticket to someone on OpenSea, and the artist could be cool with that because they're going to get their cut of however much I sell it for, and that's up to the artist to decide. And not to mention that you can attach collectibles and all these really interesting things to tickets. But yeah, it's interesting. And Kartik and I both have a pretty extensive music industry experience working for some of the largest concert promoters in the world. So it's interesting to see that happening. And we also found this, which is this company Band Royalty. This is a really well written article. It's gives them a lot of respect. We just found this morning, so we're not here to advise you on collections and stuff. We're just finding interesting news, and this is looking at the other side, I believe, where the artist can use this same system to release their music and have the same benefits, as what we're talking about here. So, you're seeing like here this music royalties based NFT system. Band Royalty has made history by creating the world's first multi-track music NFT, that's what I'm saying. It's very, very flowy. It's not the first music NFT. I'm just going to say that. There's a lot of music NFTs out there. But this is interesting. Rob Schwartz curated a limited edition series of multi-track NFT drops, solidifying its position. He then built a marketplace around it to sell all of the pieces that are built, essentially. And it looks like backed by real-world mechanical royalties from artists such as Justin Timberlake, Jay-Z, Rihanna, Beyonce, Cher, and many more. So it looks like he went and cut deals with these artists to basically make NFTs with some of their music or samples or something like that, and then kind of built this ecosystem to sell the NFTs. And then, I mean, honestly, this is something that Kartik and I are experiencing with our own NFTs. Like, once music is minted to somebody, you track that sale from that point on, you know. And I think that's kind of what this last article was talking about. And really, honestly, I think it's cool because it's a group of people that are using their music industry understanding and experience to play in that original world, but bring it into this Web3 space, and to do it in a completely unique platform, a new way, building the ecosystem themselves, which Kartik and I do believe is there's a bright future in that for artists. So, you know, it's cool to see how I know Kartik and I both hope to see the blockchain just continue to come into the music industry because it brings transparency.
And that's what all these artists really need. You know, they've always been making deals, and they go back on the deals and be like, "Where is the money at? How long is it going to take to get the money?" That's why they like doing live tours, because they could get the money after the performance is done, so the cash inflow kind of happens quickly. But I look at this NFT as just like a new stream of revenue. You get the money quickly in there if you write the contract correctly. And you know, those are all benefits to artists, because the more money pumping into the artists, the more opportunities they have to actually produce material to give out to the people.
And like, dude, this is the best phenomenon. I mean, I just got to add. I know we're going a little long today, but like, I just have to add, man. And like this is this sensation, and I want to put this here. It's like, you know, one of the collectors of my NFTs, really cool guy. Hope to have him on the show. He bought one of my pieces and then was like really incentivized to go sell it on the secondary market for way more than he bought it for. You know, like 10x what he bought it for, right? And like, dude, you just heard what I said. Like, could you imagine if somebody bought your music off of iTunes and then was like, dude, I want to go get my friends to buy this from me? You know, and
Yeah,
then when he does that, I get a cut from that. I get paid from that, even though you know, we can debate on the percentages, but this is a new phenomenon in music, right? Like in art, in the art world, it's been like that forever, right? Like you buy this painting that somebody bought and you're almost incentivized to like hold it for 20 years and maybe one day sell it, and then you make money. The artist doesn't make any more money off of that, but the fan makes the money. You know what I mean? And fans have been trying to do this with music forever with ticketing, right? And I think fans should be able to do it with ticketing. You know, like if you're supporting this artist with all the stuff that you do, you listen to every song they have, you buy all their tickets, you do all of this for them, you put them on, you should be able to make money too. That's my opinion, and that's what I love about this space.
definitely. You know, the fans are a big part why any brand, any artist are even big. So why wouldn't you want to give back the most to them, actually? In my
Exactly,
honest
dude.
opinion, you know.
Exactly, man. And put them on because they're going to be doing more dope stuff that's going to inspire you. And honestly, if I could go to a fan of DJ Fetus and proposition them like, yo, you just come like listen to my music and you put that stuff up there, dude, and you don't have to do anything else. That's your job now. You
Right.
know, like you'll make as much money as you're making now doing that. I'd be like, let's go, dude. And that's what I see the future of NFTs. You know, like I think fans are going to be able to do stuff like that. Like these markets are crazy. I know we're in a crash right now, but to me that's just like honestly, my eyes are green, dude. Let's go.
Yeah, they say normally these bear markets, if it is a bear market or where it's a short dip or whatever, right? But is the best time to actually work on things and projects that do have a long term kind of viability. So we have to look at all this. Like, if your stuff is really legit, you'll be doing it right now, regardless. So, like, if you're in this game like that, you should be always be pushing forward.
And I'm just like I just try to look at these moments like exactly with optimism, man. You know? And we're not I'm going to say it, we're not financial advisors, but my $20 goes a lot further in on like buying some XRP or some Ethereum or some Bitcoin than it did even 2 weeks ago. Um, and you know, I think we should all, like Kartik said, work on your projects. This is our time. Don't be down on yourself. Don't be obsessed with a number right now. You know, like look to the future. Sometimes we have to look to the future. But we're hoping that everybody here is even minded and keeled. We know it's a crazy time. We're all here for each other. And we're trying, and we hope that in this episode we could give everyone just a bright moment We're really excited what's happening in the music industry in this space. We're really excited what's happening in the NFT space. It is young. We are here together doing this together. Let's keep doing that. I want to remind everyone later today, we're going to be interviewing one of our really good friends in this space and an amazing musician, basses. Please come back and hang out with us then. We'll be here doing that around, I think, 12:30 Central Time. And thank you for hanging out with us. Kartik, I will let you close us down today.
Yeah, everybody out here, remember the money doesn't make the art, you make the art. So just keep on going down that journey.
Put that shit on a shirt, dude. Put that shit on a shirt. All right. I love that line. Great line. Thank you. We'll see you guys later.